Patrick, are you guys that Patrick? If I grab the correct number stone, or?
No, whatever you want to do.
If I grab that stone, I'm okay.
Fingers out.
Any red?
Wait, are they signed?
No.
Oh, you don't
And,
Okay?
and tonight we're going to try and look at a little bit of every sheet, seeing as seems to be a lot of Broomstones players out there. They're going to be vying for positions at different levels. Just a quick rundown on who's up there. We got Daisy Howard on sheet 1. I'll give you a more complete look at that team's roster after. On sheet 2, we've got the Dutch Dropkin draw. Sheet 3, we've got the Fink and Fitzgerald draw, and Syphilis against Ryback in sheet 4. So I think that's a total of about 6 Broomstones teams playing in this particular draw. Definitely a way of pulling the numbers a little bit. So sheet 4 is just about ready to play. We'll start up on there while I'm going to try and transfer some of the draw images to the Google Hangouts area so that you can see them, and or post more information within the realms of our broadcast. right, so a little bit of information on who we're watching. We've got the Syphilis rink against Ryback. Syphilis is Broomstones team. Paul Syphilis is the skip. We've got Dan Martin playing vice. Mike McKenzie is running second, and Mike Sampson is lead for them. They're playing right now against Mike Ryback. Mike Ryback is the skip. He's got Rimkus, Enrico Rimkus, Matt Polsky, and Nergis Tamiltis as his rink. And let's see, once we leave them, we go to the Fink Fitzgerald match, which many of you out there may know Dave Fink, player from many years back. He's got Casey DeWar, Dave Wadsworth, and Donald McKintuck playing with him. And Jim Fitzgerald has got Chris Bard, Peter Dalton, and Larry Budnick playing on his team. The Dutch Dropkin game we'll have, let's see, is the Dutch rink is from Belfast. It's Jeff Dutch, Corey Chase, Jeff Jones, and Mark Cusio. Keith Dropkins, of course, with Peter Balick and Todd Ebert and Dan Naylor is playing against them. And then we've got sheet 1, the Dacey and Howard draw, which, no, it's not one of the Howards that we're thinking, but just as good a game. Dacey's from the Canadian club, TCC. Dan Dacey, Phil Walker, Dick Wiedenheyer, and Rick Purdy. And he's playing against Howard, which is Zach Howard from Broomstones, with Alejandro Lasso, Mario Machezi, and Jim Rearwilly. So all possible good games out there. We'll try to get you a little bit of everybody as the time goes on. So after the first end is finished on sheet 4, we're moved on to sheet 2 to take a look at what's happening there. And immediately I'd like to apologize to Mike Ryback's team for the butchering of the various names of his teammates. I'm trying to read it off my phone, which took a picture of the actual team draws, or the team rosters. So it was a little bit difficult going back and forth and figuring out where people were at certain times. That said, we've got an interesting game with the Dutch Dropkin sheet, and the Daisy Howard sheet is building up rather interestingly also. By the looks of it, sheet 2, that was 2 points for Dropkin. Sheet 1 is still waiting to see if it's going to be 2 points for Howard. Sheet 3, after one end, is 3 points for Fink. And sheet 4 was a point for Ryback. Let's see what this last shot does for the Howard team. That's sheet 1, then we'll go visit some of the other sheets. On our instant replay corner cam and the overhead view, which for some reason is delayed a little bit, we just saw Daisy probably cut off. I think there was 1 point in the very back of the house. Now, moving over to the, I hate to say this, Fink rink. Take out of that outsider. Fink now sitting 2 with no guards. I may be wrong, but if I do remember correctly, Dave Fink played in the first Junior Nationals in the U.S. back in around 1980. So he's been curling for quite a number of years. Jim Fitzgerald has got probably in the 10 or more year range also. So both teams with experienced people at various levels in them. From sitting next to Dave for several days at the Junior Nationals in 2012-13 that were broadcast from Broomstones. I know that he's an extreme strategist and reads and studies up on everything you can possibly imagine as far as the statistics of gameplay. So if you wonder why he makes a particular decision, oftentimes it's all kind of based around the statistics of what happens in general from a certain point in the game. Larry Budnick sending out a heavy takeout. Just got a little more than he'd like to and peels off the front one. And he rolled into Never Never Land with it. Trying to sweep that into the paint, but there's no way it's going over that much. But they did get a decent guard out of it. Well, he would have liked to get around that guard rather than kind of chip off it, but at least it's not contributing to the guard. Oh, and that was a very, very close call there when the raise of the outside one just passed across the face of that back red on the back of the 8-foot. Do a quick trip around the rink and come back to this game as we come into the Skipstones. On sheet 4, where Syphilis, not Ryback, got one. We now see the Syphilis team sitting 2 with 3 stones left in the end. On sheet 1, where Howard is up by 1. We've got a fairly open end going on. Sheet 2 is the Dutch Dropkin draw. And Keith Dropkin is, for those of you who don't know him, he's the father and the original coach for 3 years worth of U.S. junior national teams. He was the developmental coach of the year back in 2012, I believe. Both his sons, Corey and Steven, have skipped junior national teams and played around the world, actually, at this point. So he brings a lot of experience to any table. The Dutch rink is from Belfast, Maine, and they can play. I've played against them before. They're not to be dismissed in any way, shape, or form. These guys will just kind of play all winter, nothing but curling and drinking. Now just quickly, you can note that Belfast is using a stick delivery also for one of their players. Those of you watching this and that don't watch curling often, the stick is an option for people that have a disability. Not only do we have wheelchair curling, we have stick curling. So if you can't actually bend down and deliver, you can always use the stick. Now quickly back to sheet 3 where we started. And the layout is slightly different than before. Oh, and that was risky. So right now on the Fitzgerald side, he has a chance to draw in for his one, and if by some strange happenstance he doesn't quite make it around that front red, he could just, it's an automatic tap up, he could almost, as long as he's got the weight right for his draw to say T-line, that's going in. He'd pop his yellow in anyways. Just as Jim does. It's got some weight on it. Not so sure. That's, wow. Perfect T-line draw. Nice shot, Jim. Back to sheet 2, see what's happening here. As Dropkin is looking at another 3 in there. This is the Skip's first stone from the Belfast team. They opened up the front. If Dutch is reduced to drawing in, it's going to be really hard to get a counter out of that. You might notice that it's the Dropkin rink, but it's Mike Sampson that's delivering right now. A rule that's occasionally used in curling is that the positions are not first, second, third, and fourth. It's lead, second, vice, and skip, and the vice and skip can be from anywhere. Or it's actually lead, second, third, and fourth, and vice and skip are just positions that overlay the situation. So Mike is playing vice, but he's shooting or delivering fourth. And he delivered a very nice guard at just biting a bit of paint. And the Dutch team is going to try to draw to the button behind that yellow in the front. So if he makes a shot, it'll be really impressive. If he doesn't make it, but he happens to come around and tap onto the back yellow, he'd still cut off 3 points, and that would be fairly impressive also. Starting to break. Wow. Oh. Nice shot, very, very close. They maybe needed, if they'd have swept it a little earlier, that was a good shot. Like I said, don't discount this team at all. That was a tough shot to call, a harder shot to make.
That's all you can do. You gotta do it, right?
So with that, Dropkin takes another point. And we take a look at shoot one. Howard's up by 1 point. And there's Stone. Again here, Ali Lazo is vice, but he's delivering the fourth stones. And Ali, when he's on game, it's surprising how precise this guy can be. He could thread a needle with that stone, so let's see what he does here. A little bit more Cheerios. So he comes up short by a good little ways. And Dacey's going to get his last shot in. He's got two choices. The choice he makes is to draw in. He could try to tap out that yellow, which I personally almost think is the best shot he'd have. Could sit up 3 or 4 or 5, although probably not 5, and give him a little bit of an edge coming to the into the middle rounds or middle ends. Thing's cutting over. It looks like it's oh no, guys, you came off it. You shouldn't have come off it. That might not have been slowing down a lot. Nonetheless, that's a dangerous time to come off that stone. Well, it looks like they gave Howard, let Howard take another point out. So with that, that makes it 2-zip Howard. On sheet 2, Dropkin is sitting 3-zip. The Fink Fitzgerald matchup is 3-1 for Dave Fink. And on sheet 4, we've got a 2-0 game in the third end with Syphilis over Ryback. You know, I thought it was crazy earlier as I was giving the points for Syphilis Ryback, and for some reason couldn't figure out why I was certain that Ryback was playing yellow. Anybody who's looking at the game, if they want to move their VCR slider at the bottom of the screen over to the beginning, that's because Syphilis was listed as red and Ryback as yellow when this whole thing started. And I guess they decided on something else, but only put it up about an end in. So Mike Ryback's calling for a raise for the takeout, and he might have it. No, not enough of it. Just caught the edge. I believe this is Paul Syphilis' last stone. No, it's his. I have to take a look through the window because I'm not quite sure whose Yellowstone is sitting on the side. That's Syphilis' first stone. And he's going to try and shore up what he's got. I don't know if he's going to come in deep or come in at all, or just let it as a guard. So Ryback's for Stunkums down. And oh my. A fortuitous shot at the very least. Chipped off the outside one and rolled to the back and just kicked the shot rock back far enough. He's visible, but not by much. Wow. That was called. Does he stay in? Just rolls too far out on that. Oh, and Mike just clears that guard, and he's got plenty to lie up on. For two.
Fucking stone you want, bro. I don't care. I don't care, man.
And we're back looking at sheet one for a few minutes. Howard's again sitting one. On sheet 3, the Dave Finks rank just took another 2 points to have a 5-1 lead over Jim Fitzgerald. As we saw a few minutes ago, sheet 4 is now a 2-2 tie.
Your brother. Your brother. Yeah.
Lots of concentration here. And we're away. He's just going to try and sit up on the inside of the 12-foot, cut the hole off, and be in the paint for point. He's slightly short on his goal, but he achieves most of what he was looking for, except for the point. Quick trip over to sheet 2 where it's still a tight game, 3-0 maybe, but truth of the matter is the play has been back and forth. Just a little short on that hammer rock. So we come back to shoot 1 for what is the final, no, not even final redstone. Yeah, it's the first skip stone for Daisy. Well, an interesting kind of a mirror image of what Rayback did on sheet 4 a few minutes ago, where he came in from the outside and left himself behind an awful lot of guards. Sadly, as I looked to put it into this end on 1, we missed a really nice shot on sheet 3 where they went around the guard to do a double takeout, just getting around the guard. But with that, we'll do the tour of the sheets, which is now a 2-1 for Howard over Dacey on sheet 1. On sheet 2, it's Dropkin running away slowly, 5-0 him over Dutch. Sheet 3, we see Fitzgerald taking a backseat to Fink on the order of 5-1. And then Ryback Syphilis on sheet 4, where it's currently a tie game in the 4th. Take a quick look at sheet 3 for a bit again, where they're going to try and rebuild. Fick is trying to get something going in this end. Looks like Jim didn't do it, and that's it for that end. No, is it? Oh, sorry, no, we got 2 more stones. So hammer shot on sheet 4. 4th end tie game. Hammer shot. We're sitting. Looks like only 1 yellow, but that should soon change, one way or another. Oh, it looks like he's got that solid. And he does. Does he stick around? And he does. He takes 4. And Mr. Ryback is taking a deep dive with that one. He worked himself back up into a tie game, but that's 4 against him in 1 shot. The second half of his game is going to be a little harder than the first half, I think. And sheet 1, where it's currently 2-1. And we have Howard doing a takeout of, no, not quite a takeout, but a popover, I guess. Sheet 2. 6-0 game has a 7th point in the paint right now. I'm not sure about that back one. I don't think it's touching. And our stick technician sends the shot in. It's just going to chip off it. Oh, barely. Barely. It just nudged that front guard enough to straighten it out, but not to make it deflect. Now Dutch has one sitting half on the button. Keith Dropkin calls a takeout on it. Mr. Fitzpatrick, how's it going, guys?
It's good, except for one end.
Couple of our players from the last draw that Well, they had a bad end, but if you looked at the game as a whole, that was not a bad game. You guys played tight. I mean, it was... actually, you guys did better. Take out that 7-ender. Every other end, you guys were doing better than they were. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So who's your next opponent? Barclay? Sorry, Junior? Okay. And when are you playing? So for all you Fitzpatrick fans, you know you're there by the. There you go. Okay, his only fan is his vice, but your wife was one until you said curling this weekend. So 3:45 tomorrow afternoon. Sadly, I think we just recorded the score being put up. Hey, it could have been worse. See? You got to look at it that way. It could have been worse.
We did say that.
Yes, you did. Who told me that Adam got an 8-ender without hammer? In the was it in the Dykes? It was a 5-and-under game where he pulled out an 8-ender without the hammer. And he was only sitting 7 after his hammer. Yeah, and they rose the yeah. It's kind of like running the wrong way with the football. Yeah, but it's 110 yards for you to get there. Well, no, sorry, American football, 100 yards in a narrow field. And an extra down. See you guys, good luck. And Monsieur Dropkin calls for taking out that red. And takes another look at the sheet he's got in front of him. Just gets a bit of it, flies over to the side, and spreads his stones back there. So now Dutch is taking a look at what he can do with that. As a result, there's no question he's sitting second. The question is, does he just draw in for the point? Which doesn't look like what he's going to do. So it looks like he'll come down some decent weight, run his takeout, and use the second yellow as a way of keeping himself from rolling out.
Right here.
Away it goes. Got some decent weight on it. Just got a curl. Uh-oh. He's got it? Guess he does. I just had to make sure that thing came at the back end though. He does. He got his double out, so he's picked up 2 points off of that one. So the game got kind of tighter at now sitting 5-2 for Dropkin. The traditional quick tour of the sheets. Sheet 1 is still sitting 2-1, but the house is looking wonderfully cluttered in strange ways. Everything towards the outside, and yellow's sitting 2 at the moment, I believe. We're down to the last Daisy rock. No, second last. Looks like it's the first skip stone. I put some solid muscle behind sweeping that stone. Brought it right to where it needed to be. We're going to try and bounce between the two sides of the rings. Take sheet 1 and sheet 4, so we can finish off their ends and see where they're sitting. The first skip rod for the Howard team. It cuts over and widens that guard a little bit using the red for one side. Back on sheet 4. We've got Ryback sitting counter, barely. Oh, not barely, but. Soufla's shot will. No, just kind of changed it up in a strange way, I guess. It's the guard is now a little less effective. Sheet 1. This is the last stone for Daisy. He's got to get around that guard. And he does not. So he's sitting in the open. He's shot, but he's in the open. Sheet 1 is running maybe 30 seconds ahead of sheet 4 as far as being ready to deliver, so we'll stick with sheet 1 for the moment. Try and get both their shots in as much as possible. That was an interesting save myself shot. As for sheet 4, is that too heavy? It was just too much, wasn't it? Just came out the other end. And they're going to have to do something with that yellow. I'm not sure, but I think I saw 3 sitting on part of the Howard sheet. Go back and check that because they don't always put it up too fast. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 3-pointer for the Howard rink. And now Syphilis does a really good job of gumming up the works and taking away the forefoot. Rather, not well. The only shot they've got, they're going to try to draw in, but my money says that they would go around the other side and try and move that yellow out. They're sitting down a lot of points right now, and taking 2. But that's just me. It seems to have a lot of weight on that. Yeah. Right through the back. Really, it would have been probably an easier shot, a less risky shot, to try and catch that yellow. But to each their own. That's why he's the skip. So back to around the rink in a couple of seconds. We've got 5-1 for Howard over Dacey on sheet 1. On sheet 2, we still haven't seen fourth end post. Sheet 3 just did post. It's now 7-1 for Fink. And it's now 6-3 for Syphilis over Ryback. I believe that 2 is the only sheet that's mid-end. So we'll move to their action for the moment. There's an interesting attempt to double those 2 red ones out, but with the backing of the yellow and the lining up that it had, no such deal. So there we go. Dutch posted 2 in the 4th end, so it's a 5-2 game. Sheet 2 for Dropkin over Dutch. So a well-placed guard on the center of sheet 2 is making things a little difficult, as Dropkin looks for a way around it and a way to get rid of those 2 points sitting on the button, well, on the forefoot. Quick miss shot on the part of the It was the Fink team, where a long guard takeout went a little awry, and the guard that was taken out went straight back to take out one of Fink's own stones sitting in the house and left Fitzgerald sitting 3. Unfortunately, we didn't get that shot, but it's brought to you live in Techno Voice.
This one now. He's gonna get the.
So it seems that the drop-in rink is running into some problems of its own also in maintaining its lead. Dutch will not take 3, but it's got definitely 2 in there. And how you get those 2 out, it's going to be tough. The way things were set up looked a little bit like the positioning of stones for mixed doubles, where the first skip stone sat out on the front of the forefoot with just enough of an angle to be able to raise in, but that guard on it just pretty well killed that off. Anything that can hit that front red one, that front yellow, slightly to the side of the center maybe, could probably at least drop them 1 point down if they take out one of the 2 reds. Taking out both those reds, it's a tight shot no matter what we look at. If there's an angle to find, Keith Dropkin's the guy that could find it here. Just like shooting billiards. Shots away. Does he hit it? Not quite sure how that happened. It looked like it actually fell the wrong way, but end result is Dutch. It's going wide, and it breezes right by. It takes another 2, so what was a 5-2 zip game is now a 5-4 game. So I guess the guys from Belfast just had to cool down a little bit out on that ice to get going. Back around the world again. We're sheet 1. We had a 5-1 game that sees Dacey have 2 that are shot right now, and Howard's on his last stone. A quick look at sheet 3. It's 7-1 for Fink over Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is, I believe, counting 1, but that could be a measure for what it's worth. Let's take a quick look there. Yeah, it's. I think it's Fitzgerald 1, but game's not over. That end's not over yet. And a shot on sheet 1 to take out that front one. And we're down to the hammer on this one. Dacey just needs to be able to remove that front one and sit entirely on the paint, and should be okay at that point. Quick overhead view. So that back one looks like it's got stuff outside of the paint. The red one does not. Here it comes. Well, he did take it out, but is he going to... it looks like he gets his 2. So 5-3 Howard over Dacey after 5 ends. This is hammer shot on sheet 4, whereas Souflis is sitting 1. And it looks just too heavy. Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry, what am I saying? Looks too pretty is more like it. So that's 2 more for him, meaning 8-3 on sheet 4. Sheet 3. View hasn't changed much in the past few minutes on it, except for the amount of stones in the back. It's Jim Fitzgerald's first stone. Having missed some of the gestures of the discussion, I'm not quite sure if he's drawing or trying to pop his yellow in the front of the 4-foot back onto the red and push it out of the way. Could open himself up to a few more points. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to pop it back. Had a very nice shot. Almost fully out. Pulled an extra point out of it. And it looks like it's probably in the clear enough to go get if he had to, depending on what happens on this shot. Just needed a little more weight on it to be able to push that one out. But very nice shot on the part of Jim Fitzgerald. A lot of discussion over this one. Looks like he's trying to take a double on that. Remove as much as he can. Stay for some. Depending on what side he hits it, he could get it. He could crash also on the red in the back. Who knows? I guess what he's doing is more of a draw, but well, that kind of seals the options for Jim on this one. He's got 3. He's not going to be able to bring in either of those 2 yellows on the outside because he's got to get 2 out of the way to do it. And I don't think there's any science that really promotes that other than telepathy. So his only possible shot is, well, he can try to draw in, avoid hitting either of those 2 reds up front and bringing them in further. Or he could come down the side, which seems to be what he's looking at, and use either of those 2 stones that are at the back of the 8-foot as backup for him, because that will just kind of kick him towards the inside and all into the 8-foot where he gets another point. While they overanalyze this, we'll take a look at what's going on elsewhere quickly. Sheet 4's got 2 stones on. The now tight game on sheet 2 is moving ahead also. And sheet 1, not much different. On sheet 3, Jim Fitzgerald's away with the shot. It's coming down. It's definitely cleared the guards, but it looks like it may have cleared those backstones also. Can he pop? Oh, look at that thing curl. Oh, he got his 4. Definitely got his 4. And a new lease on life and a 7-5 game. Welcome to curling. It's only one end away from an 8-point lead or an 8-point catch-up. In this case, 4 points. So sheet 2, where it's 1 point difference. We've got Dropkin holding 2 shot rock. And this is Dutch's first shot, first skip stones. And that didn't get him into Didn't get him any points, but it may have set it up for something. See what happens. Sheet 1 quickly. Through the house. Jim Fitzgerald decides to put up his own score and not wait for the vice. Can't blame him. It's nice to be able to knock that thing more into proportion. The Dropkins team first skip rock, or first fourth rock. This has become a very tight game, and which had been pretty well one-sided for the first 3 ends. Maybe the boys from Belfast were handicapping them or something. On the quest to plug up the front, that's about all that came out of that one. But not very well either. So I don't know. It's been hard on reading the ice for them. Shoot 4. Soufoulis looks to add to his currently 5-point lead. He's got 2 shot. Ryback's first stone of the end. A lot of coming up short on these. Oh, maybe the temperature's cooling down out there or something. I think Fitzgerald, we're seeing a very different house than we've seen throughout this particular match. And a Dropkin rink takes 2 points in a 6th against Dutch. Or do they know they're still? Oh, they still have another shot to go. Dutch came up short on that last shot of his. gets away, and he just wants to fit it in there. Wow, that thing is just dropping off the side. Wow, right by it. Something off on that one, I'll tell you. I think they better look at that last stone. It looks like it's not cut from the same granite as the others. I believe that's the same thing that happened one indigo. So Dropkin takes 2, up that up to a 7-4 game after 6. Far from being a open and shut either way. So Dutch has got 3 points to make up, but that's not impossible at all. And with what was going on 4, they're all shaking and saying it's beer time. As Syphilis takes Ryback out. Again on sheet 3, as we were saying, a very different house than we saw previously, where it's pretty empty right now. 4 stones in play, 1 stone in the house. I don't think anybody wants the other team to be able to have too much available to them. Wow, and they just passed that by. Just passed that by, and they made a beautiful takeout on that one, just rolled in. So, like, what can you say? But wow, Fitzgerald team is really kind of picked up in this end. It's a totally different game. They're trading off shots very well, and they're fighting for that button, I'll tell you. Jim's in an unusual situation. He's got to re-strategize a bit. Maybe it's only the second time in the game he hasn't had the hammer, so he's got to put some kind of a defensive offense up on his last shot. Because right now 1 point is a big difference. So he's looking to draw in from the inside onto either onto it or behind it. Go. What's he going to do? And if you like wondering about these types of things, be sure to stick around or be around for the made shot, missed shot. Sam's wonderful, fun. Oh, whoa! A little bit of karma. Yes, Sam Williams' made shot, missed shot is a tradition at the Broomstones men's. That will, I believe, be part of the activities tomorrow evening. Always something fun and interesting to do, figure out whether the shot called is going to be made or missed. And people here have eaten that up for years now. So now it's Fink's last shot, and they just have to take that yellow out for 2. Oh, it's cutting over. It's cutting over a lot. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What looked like a straightforward shot did not turn out that way. And Jim Fitzgerald comes up another point, 1 point behind Dave Fink. Will miracles ever cease? Not on Thursday night curling in the USA. So 2 sheets over from there, we have a Howard rink putting a 3rd stone into the house, and they're up a whopping 8-3 over Daisy. Sheet 2, Keith Dropkin's got the Great Wall of Granite in front of the 4-foot, and he adds to it with this shot. Guard, 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 and when you can't guard, guard again, even if you're guarding the 4-foot. So Dutch's going to try and get rid of some of these stones, make his way through them. This is where the stick is really deadly, is on takeouts. Deadly aim on things. Oh, look at that thing go! Wow, it just picked. Wow, it looked like a crosswind on the sheet. Huh. Now we're going to want to watch the 7 and 8 stone on Dropkin. We've seen it decide to go downwind twice now, especially stone 8. Let's see if 7 is solid, but after that last one we just saw, God knows. It may just be a run in the ice or something. It's just, hey, it's part of the game. He's going to try and plug up that hole right there, yeah. And this one seems to be overcurling the other way. And a little light. We'll watch this shot come in, and then we'll head back to the Fink Fitzgerald game. Where Fitzgerald's, Fink is currently sitting 2. That's coming home in the 8th with a 1-point lead. So nothing is final in that game yet. And probably it's going to take all 16 stones. There's a Dutch shot. It just whizzed over to the side and tapped one of the Dropkin stones in to the back of the 4-foot, covering part of the button. I think Keith wants to try to just cover that up and keep them from being able to get to it. If he can do that, he could be sitting 4 or even 5. That would pretty well shut the game down at that point. Sheet 1 right now is sitting with 3 or 4 points for Darcy. For Howard. Daisy is they're down to their last stones, and that game is pretty close to being over unless they just want to practice. The number 8 stone on sheet 2 does come over a bit, but not much. It seemed to be fighting its way back. So there's a wide open takeout, which if they hit well, they could sit 1. If they hit off it though, they could leave, even if they did the takeout, they could leave 4 points on the board for Dropkin. Quick look at what's happened here on sheet 1. They're going to be shaking pretty soon, I think. But first, let's see what happens with Dutch. Remember, he's got to hit it and stick. If he doesn't stick, it's game over. His weight's nice. The line looks good. If it doesn't over curl, which it looks like it's about to, tapped off. It could. Why did the sweepers leave? I always wonder why sweepers leave things go. It tapped off it. They could have had to dig in more. Not necessarily so much to take the point away, but who knows? That's 3 for Dropkin. And at 10 to 4, there's not a whole bunch of 7-enders except for, well, okay, 1. I guess it becomes a case of, do they want to throw the stones down, or no, they'll just drag them down. So Dropkin takes it, leaving us Fink Fitzgerald sitting a point apart. And that's pretty well where everything is right now, so let's just take a look at that sheet. Yeah, sheet 1 has called it a game. And they're moving stones down, so sheet 3 is going to have to pay close attention to temperature changes and different curls on the very last stones of their very tight game. On. Fitzgerald team puts up a very nice draw. Looks like it's decently behind the guard, but it's a long guard. Just call for a draw in on it. And almost frozen solid on it. And you know Jim's going for that.
All right. Watch, man, if I got a piss. Woo! Thank you.
He's looking at the various ways he can be removed from play. There's definitely an angle takeout on that red one. But in the end, he's taken almost a similar ice, or it looks like he's going to go for a similar ice to what Fink just took. That seems like a lot of ice, but oh, look at it come back. Wow, swinging. It's into the sweep lines. Then they got to bring it into the house well, though. Oh, they doesn't get far enough in. But I think it does what it's supposed to do. And that thing just cut. And it was light. Oh no, we're talking about bonus curling already. We've got people on the first floor thinking of paying them to go into an extra end. Just burn your next two shots. For you folks watching this for the first time, this is not a sport, this is a cult, and we love it for it. Jim Fitzgerald shot. Now he just has to be careful he doesn't mess up what he's already got. Oh, he he just tapped that guard. Nice. In a strange situation. Crashing on the guard just ever so slightly has set him up for a pretty well nice guard now. Fink's hammer shot, he's got to find a way of getting in there. One yellow stone means another 16 stones before he gets a beer. Oh no. Oh, that was a close disaster kind of averted. Well, they're tossing more stones before this one's ended. So after 8 ends, it's 7-7 for everyone. A quick correction to the beginning of this end where organization was not a forte. The Fink rink is not Dave Fink from Broomstones, but Brian Fink from Schenectady. So please ignore anything said about Dave Fink in the presence of Brian Fink and replaced by Brian or whatever. It's been a very long day, but we're doing our best to bring this to you and make it kind of interesting. Tomorrow we'll have nice big sheets in front of us with names and maybe even pictures. And someone to do the play-by-play while I take care of the pointing cameras. All right, so last end. Fink, Fitzgerald, who will win? Da-da. We'll come comment some more about, 6 stones from now. Enjoy the silent rolling thunder for a bit. to skip stones in this 11th end. Feels like 11th end. It's only the 9th. Tie game, extra end. And Jim Fitzgerald gets ready to deliver his first stone. Right now, Brian Fink's got one sitting on a 4-foot under a lot of guard. Jim's got that front of the 8-foot one, but there's not a lot of room to move. It looks like he's playing for the tap up. Looking good, but it's not. Oh, it's picked over. It's picked over. Wow. I just decided to go south. We've seen a lot of that as the ice cools, I think. Sheet 2 had a fair number of stones, especially as it came to the end of each end. The 6th, 7th, 8th stones that seemed to go straight until they decided they were going to go south. Brian Fink's first stone, and he's just going to try and make life miserable by putting, oh boy, well, wow, not what you want to have happen on the skip stone. The countdown there was counting. First stone of the extra end for the skip. Hog's not what you want. So that's left a possible open raise for Jim. As you can see from the overhead, that's a bit of a tight shot, and I don't know if it's even possible. If you take a look at the slot available for it to make it through, it's got maybe 1.5 inches more than its width to make it through that opening. And unless it's curling towards the outside, it's probably just going to kick that yellow stone off into the 8-foot on the side, if it kicks it at all. If it comes through, he has to come through from the center. Absolutely has to come through from the center to be able to hit it at all. Well, they're debating their ice. Or they're looking to tap up that yellow that's outside the rings. He has to be trying for the outside one. That's the only thing that will do. But hey, why not? Way it goes. It's Jim Fitzgerald's last shot to make his mark in this. Oh. Oh, just too much power. Really should not have had that bowl of Wheaties this morning. Well, Jim's That was probably the best game of the day so far. Well, at least the latter ends of it. It started out tough, but Jim made a comeback and a hell of one. From a 5-1 deficit to 6-1 deficit at one point, 7-1 deficit at one point. It just keeps growing and growing. From a 7-1, he brought it back to 7-5, 7-6, and then 7-7. But the tail of the tape, he just couldn't get that extra hand. That's okay. The game will go on tomorrow, so stick with us tomorrow. We will probably be broadcasting raw footage at the 9 a.m. draw, and 11:30 draw we should be broadcasting along with some announcers, and hopefully have some guest announcers during the weekend. We'll be doing Sam's, as we said, Sam's made shot, missed shot, and we'll try to animate that and give you a good idea of what's being called and where and how, and let you see all the various festivities. So for tonight, it's Randy Bobak saying thank you very much for joining us. Come on back tomorrow, and don't forget 1,000 viral by Saturday's finals. Thanks, guys. Bye.